If you've been trying to manifest and it's not quite working out for you, it's possible that you're making this one big mistake that a lot of people fall into. This is a mistake people make when they're new to this topic and they start trying to manifest. They start trying to assume and visualize, but they're attempting it from the wrong perspective. Now, when we visualize, when we imagine, and when we assume our desires, they will come into being. We have to assume that the universe will move the pieces of the jigsaw puzzle around so that it creates our desired outcome. Now, the mistake people make is that they start trying to interfere and bend other people's free will. A lot of you will be thinking now, well, hold on a second, there is no such thing as free will. What we're talking about is this, and I'm going to give you an example. If you're trying to manifest that specific person, a relationship with another being, another person, be it a friend or a physical relationship, you have to visualize and imagine and assume that you will be with that person. And it has to be for the correct, and it has to be for the right reasons, and it has to be for genuine reasons. If we're trying to manifest that person into your life, and you've done the thinking and you're doing the imagining and you're doing the assumption, you have to assume that the universe will provide that for you. That's the way the system works. Now, the mistake people make is this. If you're trying to manifest someone and they're already in a relationship, you want that person in your life, that means that something's going to have to happen so that the specific person is no longer in a relationship with the person they're currently in a relationship with in this current timeline. Now, there are infinite timelines out there with you in it, and you get to choose which one you want. If you imagine and assume that you will be with that person, you'll open that door into that new reality, into that timeline, and you will be with that person. If you visualize and assume and try to manifest a rift between those two people so that they break up, or you try to manifest them being cheated on or them being hurt so that they split up, their relationship doesn't work and they break up, and that leads the way for you, and that is being done through ill intent and for nefarious reasons. Now, there are cosmic laws in place in this reality, and what you're trying to do is bend them for your own good, and that won't work. We can manifest that specific person into your life, but you can't manifest the other person out of their life. If it means somebody breaking up so that that paves the way for you, that's okay because it wasn't meant to be. But you just have to assume that the universe will allow that to happen in this desired timeline. You can't try and force it to happen. Now, that might seem contradictory, so I'm just going to explain it again. If you're trying to manifest that specific person, you have to assume that the universe will provide it to you. So if that means them breaking up, that means having a rift or an argument in their relationship so that they become single and then they meet you, then that's okay. But if you try to manifest that outcome and you're going to bed at night and you're thinking and imagining them breaking up, you're imagining that person being cheated on, there's going to be heartache, there's going to be tears, there's going to be broken hearts. You're attempting that from a malicious perspective. I hope that makes sense. This is a big mistake that people make when they're new to this subject and they jump in, and we should be jumping into this subject because if you don't start, it's never going to happen. But we can't bend and manipulate other people's free will. If you're trying to manifest someone for ill gain so that you can abuse them or you can exploit them, then that's also not going to work and it's not going to happen. Your intentions have to be pure and they have to be honest and they have to be genuine. If you're trying to manifest someone so that you can manipulate them and coercively control them, then the universe isn't going to provide that to you. You might find that some sort of karmic law enters your space, enters your reality, which shifts you onto a different timeline, which is undesired. So I really hope that makes sense. This is the one big mistake that people make. You may have made this mistake. Hopefully you haven't. You might have thought about it, but I really hope that makes sense. Because manifesting is amazing and it's real and it's supernatural and mystical. We assume and we think and we visualize, and the universe will bring that into your being, into your timeline, into your reality. and it can be done. There are plenty of examples where it's happened and you've had success on your manifesting journey. It doesn't have to be about a relationship or a specific person. The same could apply to people talking about manifesting the lottery numbers. If manifesting's real, then why aren't people manifesting the lottery numbers? It also doesn't work like that. If 1 million people tried manifesting the lottery numbers this weekend, then 1 million people will win the lottery. It's like the film Bruce Almighty with Jim Carrey, when I think he becomes God or something and he starts answering people's prayers, and mysteriously people are praying to win the lottery, and that night everybody wins the lottery. They don't actually win the prize. They don't win the jackpot because the jackpot gets spread out among everyone. Everyone ends up winning just a few dollars. You can manifest whatever you want in this 3-dimensional world. We do it through visualizing. We do it through imagining, using techniques which you can adjust to yourself. Just because one guru is saying one thing doesn't mean that you have to stick to that rigidly. What works for one person doesn't necessarily always work for somebody else. But we're talking about a philosophy, a frame of mind, an approach to life. It isn't just something that you can work on for a few minutes here and there. And it's like, well, my manifesting isn't working. This must be hocus pocus. This is a reality, a state of being that you have to embody and you have to absorb and become. That's the only way that it's going to work. And that's the only way that it's going to be successful on a long-term habitual basis. It is really important that we don't try and interfere with other people's free will. It's similar to making those 3 wishes from the genie. The rules are you can't ask for more wishes and you can't affect people's free will. So you can't make somebody love you. The universe will provide that for you if that's what you desire, but you can't manifest something negative onto other beings so that then that paves the way for happiness for you, because that's going against the karmic, cosmic laws in this 3-dimensional world. Please like and subscribe. And just remember, when you're manifesting, it has to be true and honest intentions. You can manifest and achieve any of your desires, whatever your desires are, whether it's riches, whether it's wealth, whether it's how you feel about yourself. It could be that specific person. It could be a job. It could be living somewhere. It could be traveling to a certain place. It all starts with a thought, because everything is energy. Your thoughts are energy. The other person's energy. The phone I'm recording this on now is energetic. The screen that you're watching it on is energy. Your feelings are energy. Your emotions are energy. Your parents, your family are energy. Your pets are energy. This chair is energy. Everything's energetic. And because everything's energetic, it means that we can exercise our intentions to manipulate that energy, but it has to be with pure and honest intentions. We can't start bending and interfering with other people's free will. So I hope you've enjoyed and liked all of my videos. I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.